We'll grid your plain white paper first. You need a pencil, a ruler, and obviously your 5x7 sheet of paper. Start by lining up the ruler so that the zero of the ruler is on the corner of the paper and mark at 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, and 4 inches. Now we need to repeat on the other side of the paper so that we make perfectly straight lines. Again, line up the edge of the paper with the zero mark of the ruler and mark at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to connect these two marks to make a perfectly straight line across the paper. You should draw your lines very lightly. I am going to make mine dark so that you can see them. What you need to do is line up each pair of marks, those at the 1 inch, the 2 inch, the 3 inch, and the 4 inch, along the same side of the ruler and draw a straight line lightly across the paper. Now we're going to do the other side of the paper. This is the long side. Once again, line up the edge of the paper with the zero on the ruler. Make a mark at 1 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches. Repeat this process on the other long side of the paper, making a mark at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to connect these marks to make 6 lines across the paper. Line up the 2 marks on the same edge of the ruler and connect them with a light line. Remember, I'm making mine dark so that you can see them. Yours should be very light. And then you're done. You've gridded a 5x7 paper with a 1 inch grid. We're going to do the exact same thing on the photograph. Remember, you're measuring from the edge of the photographic printed area, not the edge of the paper. Starting that way, make a mark at 1, 2, 3, and 4. You don't have to mark the edges of the photo. It's pretty obvious where those are. Now we're going to repeat on the other side of the photo. Again, line up the edge with the zero and mark at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to line up these marks to make perfectly straight lines across our photograph. You should be drawing lightly just in case you make a mistake. I'm drawing dark so that you can see. Make sure you have both marks on the same side of the ruler before you draw your line. Now to do the long side of your photograph, line up the zero mark of your ruler with the edge of the printed area on your photo and mark it 1 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches. If you can't see, use something colored that you can see. Now we repeat on the other side of the photo. Once again, start measuring from the edge of the photo and mark at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we need to use these marks to make straight lines across the photo. Line up the 2 marks on the edge of the ruler and make a light line across your photo. This is just in case you make a mistake. Make sure you can see your mark on whatever you're drawing on top of. If you do make a mistake, just go back and erase it and redraw the line, making sure that your ruler stays straight. And you're done. You've drawn a 1 inch grid on a 5x7 photograph.